A video before this actually is on the same YouTube where I also popped my champagne to celebrate my 1 year anniversary boundary from your entire human race. Predator, child predator, stalkers, sick sexists with your STDs, your doomed damaged lives when you come around looking like your generational trauma, karma, childhood trauma, daddy mommy issue, divorce issues, and then you look like your generational calamity and agony. At the same time, you look like your own trauma and your own villains that you are trying to make people look like in your own very stories. I popped my champagne for my boundary for the entire human race, and I made a couple of stories where I was really like, wow, so this is what you human race you really are. Pedo stalking, pedo predating, pedo manipulating people, and you are proud in doing it. You see that boundary, even in as much as I'm really feeling not too well, because actually it's 1st of April, so my allergy starts in this period as well. So if you can see my eyes, I didn't sleep, and also the allergy is actually giving me all of this together. But the energy inside of me is unquantifiable, because I'm so happy that everything, all the questions I ever asked myself as a child, you human race, you exposed yourselves by yourselves and answered those questions by your own self. You see, this is the same predating you are doing around me. You come around me, Arab among, you show your pedo behavior, your pedo stalking, your sexist pedo behavior and everything. It's the same thing you did to me since I was a child. This particular pedophilia, you have been doing it a long time ago. It's been long. And then you blacks, I'm doing this video mainly because I want to fire you blacks, especially you Nigerians that think because maybe I'm from Nigeria by birth and then I share the same skin color with you, and this goes to every black person on the surface of this earth, you would think I see you different from your colonial masters. No, your white colonial, Arabic, Asiatic colonial masters, I don't see you different. So I will continue to tell you the same way they have sexually assaulted me, raped me more than 10 times in this Western world. White-Arabic-Asiatic, they've done it to me in your Africa as well. So you must know you are not different from them. Before I left your Africa, from baby till my teenagehood, I was sexually assaulted more than 10 times. So when you come around me, you must continue to know that I don't see you different. I will never see you different. And then somebody said, oh, don't always talk about your story, don't be vulnerable. There is nothing like vulnerability here, baby. I'm spilling the truth to your faces, because I want you to know that the same thing you are doing, this you're the same pedo predating, pedo stalking, pedo manipulating, pedo raping people. You will break people down. You will not walk around them, predate them, manipulate them. You will not take them home, start fucking them. You will not claiming you are in a relationship with them. Then a lot of them, you will transfer STDs to them. Then you transfer ETDs to them. Emotionally transfer the diseases. You transfer MTDs to them. Energetically transfer diseases. Then you transfer STDs again. That is also spiritually transferred. You transfer all to this your victims, and you think you can come and make me one of your victims. This is why my everlasting boundary. I have putting all of you in punishment since March 2023, and I popped my champagne yesterday. So we are on 2 years counting. It's my turn to watch you people like this. Me and Kama, we are on one table, watching all of you on your own table, while your kids, your generations will continue to be used, abused, molested, fucked by rapists, predators, stalkers like you and your bloodline, like you have been doing for generations to generations. It's a generational thing. It's never ever going to be cured. And then what is making me make this video is, like I said, for you black people. Where are you? You are still where you are at. You are still exactly, in as much as I want to say a lot of things, I really don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. You see, when it comes to your religion, they brought their children to come and disturb me. It's arrow further. Far from the, this is not my side. Anyway, As I was saying, the train just came to distract me. Let me continue. So this video is mainly for you black people. It's mainly for you black people. You are still where you are. I've told you people in one of my videos that the technology that your white Arabic and Asiatic people used to create this pedophilia of pedo-stalking, pedo-manipulating, pedo-raping, pedo-fucking, pedo-sexing, pedo-using, pedo-mentally breaking down people and taking them into their rapist, damaged life spaces. This technology that they turned into this evil worldwide. They stole it from you blacks. Everything invented from black people. I will continue to tell you, even dear Charles Darwin and other scientists, they defined how you as a black person came into existence first on the surface of this fucking earth. They know what they are doing. They know that according to nature, they are below you. You are their ancestors. That is the one part that makes me laugh, because whatsoever they are actually doing to you blacks, they're actually doing it to themselves as well. Because they think, because they took this power from you, their ancestors, and turned it into pedophilia and evil, and brought it back to you to sell to you, which they used to mentally enslave your black forefathers, because they didn't just take the same thing away and brought it back. They took this power of technology and knowledge away from your black people. They now whitewashed it, Arabic washed it, Asiatic washed it to their own standard and brought it back to use it to mentally enslave you. And this is what they did to your forefathers, your black forefathers. Let me be specific. Even if you are all the same one human fucked up damaged race, they now brought it back to your black forefathers. Yeah, they now used to enslave them, put them on chains, hang them on trees, fuck them in cotton and plantation farms. In the houses, both male and female children were being fucked and raped. Your foremothers as well as housemaids were being fucked and raped. This is why you have a lot of mulattoes, especially those ones that they took to the South America and in the diaspora. You have a lot of mulattoes. They don't know where they come from, because during this interaction, sexual interaction that did not come naturally, but especially through rape, a lot of mulattoes were born that don't know where they come from according to births. But you are all black. So they took your black knowledge, they turned it into white Arabic and Asiatic pedophilia and slavery power, and brought it back to use it to enslave your forefathers that are, like I've said, they fucked, raped, molested as babies and as adults. They put them in chains, in cages, in sheets, they hung them on trees. Everything they did, all these things to your forefathers, the same way they are doing this, using the same mental slavery mechanism to enslave you blacks all over again in this modern day. And they put people like Michael Jackson and your so-called black celebrity in the forefront to say it's a philosophy supported by them. Who groomed Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson does not have a childhood as well. He doesn't even own himself. Even if they say he's the richest, so-called biggest known musician, he has everything Michael Jackson has belongs to his so-called groomers, his colonial white Arabic and Asiatic master. He don't own shit. I don't know how I'm going to explain this shit, but I'm not going to emphasize too much on it. If you understand, you understand. I'm not you people's teacher. I'm not your philosopher. I'm nothing. You can't define me. Fuck all of you. I don't give a fuck. I'm just doing this video to make you continue to know that there is no power on this earth that will belittle this divinity to make a breathing thing come into my space. It's never. If you say you have the power that you are using to manipulate my space, you made me homeless all over again. In Europe, you turned my life upside down. You have fucked and raped me, even with 10, 11 policies. You used my life. You took my funds and my resources. Even up to January, middle of January is when I worked last. My last house rent, bank overdraft, is what I used to pay it. And I'm not saying this, I will continue to tell you, because I'm looking for anybody to take care of me. As you can see, I have able hands. I'm fucking able bodies to do that thing for myself, work with my hand. In my restaurant job, you took my job away. Even in my shop assistant job, supermarket, everything you took it. I even went down to let you know that even if I'm a shit washer, You can never still approach me even if you are Bill Gates. You saw that I was washing my shit and was still happy, minding my peace business that I said I would never share. You took that one away from me. You made me homeless. Now you have made me slept in a train station. 2 days journey is what I'm still on right now. You are manipulating my space continuously on top of 10, 11 police sexual assault. I don't want to assault, abuse, and rape. I don't want during the peak of your pandemic. I don't want to talk about how many times I've been sexually assaulted and raped in this, you're the same colonial master world. And someone will come and tell me or talk to me about a God. Which God? I will continue to ask you, the character you are portraying, your pedo-stalking character, your pedo-watching character, your pedo-lurking people's spaces character, directly or indirectly, through your CCTV cameras, your pedo-listening to people's thoughts and privacy, that I know, I am aware, and I'm letting you know I am aware that even my thoughts to myself, you are there looking and listening to it with your advanced pedophilic technological power. You are doing all of this. What does it tell of your God? That your gods are all nothing but what? Rapists, predating, stalking, pedophilic gods. What does it tell about you? What? What does your God tell about you? If you are a pedo rapist, if you are a pedo predator, if you are a pedo manipulator, if you are a pedo stalker, does that not mean a reflection of your God? If you are an unbeliever, you are a reflection of your own self. If you are a believer of any God, you are a reflection of your God. So me, I'm asking all of you, what is your God? Pedophiles, pedo-rapists, pedo-stalker, pedo-manipulators that break people down, turn people's life upside down. People who have hands and legs to work for themselves, they will break them down and try to fix them in a box or manipulate them into the hand of one pedo-stalker, pedo-rapist, pedo-predator to say they are pushing them to greatness. Or you will not finish raping me now. Tomorrow you come and tell me, oh, Adora, all those things happened to you. It was a test. It was a challenge. You have to pass through to become great, to become this, to become that. Or maybe you will not come and tell me, oh, now you have a modeling agency, a modeling contract. You have so acting contract. You have so music contract. You have so. I pick up, when I come to social media, I pick all your pedophilic lies that you put up together. If you're not finished doing all this to me, on top of 10, 11 police sexually assaults me, with all the sexual abuses you have used this your philosophy to do to me since I was a child till now, above 20 times rape, sexual abuses and assaults together. If you're not finished doing all of this to me, what makes you think you will not come to me and come and tell me that I had to pass through all of those rapes and sexual abuses and assaults, and this making me homeless, making predators predate my space 24 hours? Mother, father, children predating, women predating. If you're not finished doing all this to me, what makes you think I will be so foolish to give a fuck about what you're going to be telling me? Or what you think you said you think you can give me that permitted you to sexually abuse and rape me all my life, even as an adult with 10, let's just leave the rest, with 10, 11 police sexual assaults 2 times. What will be worse than that you can do to a human being? Is this what your God is all about? Your pedophile God, you are telling, you are exposing. You know what gives me joy? Eh? You people, you expose yourselves by your own selves. So if you say you are a Muslim and you are practicing a pedophilia of pedo-stalking, pedo-raping, pedo-stalking, pedo-child predating, what is your God? Exactly. If you say you are a Christian, a Buddhist, a Hinduist, and you also practice the same pedo-stalking, pedo-raping, pedo-child predating, pedo-manipulating, what does it tell about you? What is your God? Exactly. So in you people's mind, now if you're not finished doing all this to me, Then you will now one day come and tell me, oh Adora, all those things that happened to you, actually you gained all of this wealth, or you gained, see, until then, I've told you people, leave me alone. I am not looking for anybody. Nobody must look for me. I have my own hand to work for myself. My waitress job, my cleaning job, my fucking supermarket job, even my shop assistant job, you took all away from me. To be molesting and raping me, assaulting me sexually, predating me sexually, or because you say you want to make me great, or because you want to practice your pedophilia games of rapists and sexist, sick psychopaths. And you came to choose me. And I will continue to tell you, I'm glad you chose me, because I will deal with you, human race, for eternity. Your bloodline, the same way you are pedophiling, pedo-stalking, pedo-manipulating other people's spaces, they are doing the same thing to your children. What goes around comes back around. One good or bad turn deserves another. You throw a coin up, it will come down. It will come back down. It can never remain upstairs or up there. You do me, I do you. Eye for an eye is where we at now. I will never wake up to bless your children anymore. If I'm walking on the road, I see a predator predating, stalking, assaulting your child, I will say assault them very well. It's in their bloodline. It is in your human bloodline race. Whether you assault that child or not, another person will assault the child, or might not. That child will still grow up to do it. So another, it's in you people's bloodline. Especially for the fact that I see you people, you are doing it with pride. You don't even have shame anymore. What is the meaning of what you are doing, and what does it tell about your gods? I just want to end this story real quick, because I don't want to stay here too long today. Because I want it to be really short. I would have loved to emphasize a lot on this, but I want those black morons to continue to be the morons they have chosen to be. They should continue to lie on those beds that they chose to lie on, and they will perish on those black beds of colonial masters, white, Arabic, and Asiatic everlasting slaves that they've chosen to be. So, for those of you who did social studies, because even if in Africa, history is taught widely and more deeply compared to the diaspora. Because when you go to, like, I've never been to America or London or anything in person, but the things I'm telling you people, a lot of you will be surprised. Oh, she knows everything. Yes, I know things that all of you with your titles and degree, you don't know a drop of. Yes, I'm telling you. This is why you can never box me. You can never ever define me. You can never ever afford me. You can never ever put me in any category of anything, because I am divinity in total. You see the way they teach history in your Africa, they don't teach the same history the same way in your America or in your London, in your British Australia, or outside your diaspora. The colonial masters, which are the inferior people in this part of the world, even in Asia and everywhere as well. Even in Asia, and whether Asia, whether Asiatic people, Arabic, and white people, they make sure they teach the things that fit into their own racial advantage. They make sure what they are teaching in school limits a lot of truth, especially for black-skinned people. I'm not actually doing this. You see, they make true and pass all the time I'm doing my video. Let me not just talk, let me just continue, because I don't give a fuck about anybody. Anyway, they make sure what they are teaching you people in school, in your Americas and in your diaspora, fits and supports their white, Arabic, and Asiatic advantages, to continue to keep you black people mentally enslaved. But even if history is taught in a way more advanced and vast, or more, let me use this, let me use more deeply, more deeply compared to in Africa compared to other parts of the world. I, as a person, I just know things that sometimes I sit down and I just see things. I've told you people in many of my in a couple of my videos how I sit down and I see things that happened during the First World War. Like I would just be in the war scene. My spirit will just be there. I don't know how to explain this to you. If you want to call me whatever you want to call me, I don't give a fuck. I'm not a witch. I'm nothing. But I am letting you know I am God on earth. I am a divinity you have toyed with, and you will not go free. What am I trying to tell you people now? When even those of you that they taught history to in Africa, you don't even know your history. This is why you don't understand the religion that your inferior white Arabic and Asiatic people brought back to mentally use to enslave you. You see, the religion that the religious knowledge. The religious knowledge. I want to leak something this is where, listen very well. This is where you are hearing them. Bomb has pussy men harabbing everywhere. Listen to the video, the audio on the background. You can hear them doing their job. But these are men, not even men, dusty, crusty looking boys, pussy boys. If you see them, they look dejected and rejected, miserable, unwell, mentally, emotionally damaged. Even from afar, you can feel their generational curses roaming and smelling around them. I'm telling you, you can hear their background. If you do this video a little bit backward, you will hear their favorite song of pedophilia they love to sing. Now let me concentrate. Follow me up. Especially you Nigerians, especially those of you with titles and degrees. I don't know what you have. You see, your religion, your religious knowledge, the knowledge behind that pedophilic, societally created shit called religion that was created by men, bomb-ass, low self-esteem, zesty men worldwide. The same way they created your pedo politics, the same way they fuck and rape children and women and even small boys in these religious centers, is the same way they do it on the street and everywhere. They are not different from unbelievers. They are all the same pedophiles. Bombers, pussy men, pedophiles who created religions and politics to control you people. Now listen to me very well. The truth I'm about to spill, in as much as it gives me joy to give you people water, with this truth right now, I'm going to be moderate with it. I'm going to give you not too water, because I want you people to just use this one as a sprinkle of evidence to know that you are all nothing but doomed and really sick, especially you black people, especially you Africans, and especially you Nigerians. Now, for those of you who did social studies in your Africa, let me base mostly in Africa, because I know in the diaspora, like I've said, they don't teach these social studies like that. In your black Africa, because when I say Africa, those northern Arabic bloodline of dick sucking, dog fucking Arabs, they will want to add themselves to Africans. You are not Africans. You can never be Africans. The slaves that you took to that you met in the northern part. Let me start with this Arabic bloodline of dick sucking pussy men that are controlling the northern part of Africa, that claim they're Africans only when it's convenient. Now listen, it's not like I'm trying to defend you black, so I don't give a fuck about you. It's your business. I'm talking for myself, so that they will listen to this video and know not to fuck with a motherfucker like me. They can go and be fucking with you people. It's you people that have permitted them to think all blacks are stupid like yourself. This is why they come to try me. But I make sure I put them in their position like I'm about to. You see the Arabs in the northern parts of your Africa. I've explained this a little bit, but I'm going to give you more explanation. In the Arabic part of that northern Africa, that those bloodline of pussy men invaded, those Arabic pussy men invaded. The blacks they met in the land, and some of the blacks, don't ask me how I know. because it's an insult to my divinity. The blacks that they met in that part of northern Africa, and the blacks that they brought through slave ship from other parts of your so-called Africa into that land, that they used as slaves. Because when they got to that part of northern Africa, all the blacks there, they enslaved them. They drove them mostly into the bush. I've told you people before, this is where you have the Berber. The Berber in northern part of Africa are those ones that lived in the bush. And if you look at them, their skin color is very similar. Not very similar to me, but it's dark. It's not white like this Arabic pussy bloodline of colonial bloodline, pussy Arabic master bloodline. They were it's the same thing that happened in that North Africa. It's the same thing that happened like in the Martinique, in your France, those islands where they drove the slaves to. When the slave masters want to fuck a slave, they go to those islands to fuck those slaves. They will breed mulattoes. The same way they go to the bush to fuck these Berbers. When they are mulatto, they will still leave them there. Then another white will go and fuck another mulatto. Then the mulatto will now become a little bit whiter. I don't know if you are following me. These Arabic pussy men that invaded northern part of Africa, when they got there, the black people they met in that land, they drove them to the bush where they made them stay. That was their place. They couldn't enjoy the city like they did in every part of the world where they colonized. Yes. Then the ones they brought from Africa too, they put all of them there. So when they want to fuck a black slave, they will go to that bush to the Berber, to the people they call Berber, to fuck them. So when they fuck one and then they give birth to a mulatto, this is why a lot of you Arabic, you have coily hair. Very, very coily hair. You will be wondering where it comes from. Like it will be a lot, like really coily, not like these white ones that have white people's hair. Coily. This is where it comes from. So when they fuck these black slaves in the bush, they will still leave them there. Only when they want to go and fuck, they will go and fuck them. When they finish fucking and raping them, their slaves, they give birth to mulatto. Another of those colonial masters can still go again, fuck that mulatto. The mulatto will not give birth to another child again that will be lighter skin. This is how the mixture continued to be mixed and mixed and mixed and mixed and mixed, to the extent that sometimes they were not able to differentiate themselves from the real slaves. So a mixture came. But in that the same Northern America, Northern Africa, till today, black, anybody with darker skin than their own, they are treated differently. If I'm lying, ask the people in Northern America. Ask this pussy bomb Southern Northern Africa. Ask them if I'm lying. If I'm fucking lying, ask them. If I'm fucking lying, ask them. This is what they do. They go there to fuck these slaves. So as I'm just talking, you see those Arab, as they were just Arabing, I wanted to use this to shut them. Not to ever think they are blacks. You are not blacks. Even if human originated, you are still bloodline of White-Arabic-Asiatic that destroyed this earth. And the black people supported you with it. The originals, who are the blacks, who you all know are actually the blacks, they supported you in destroying the earth more and more. They supported you in it. Now let me go back to my story, because this train is disturbing me. Now let me go back to my story. So is this part that gives me joy? Concentrate with me. You have to let the train pass, because I really want this to be very clear. Concentrate with me. You see your religion, your Christian, your Muslim, your Hindu and Buddhist, all these religions, were knowledges they took from your black people. Then they now turned it into religions and named them Islam, Buddhist, Hinduism, Christianity, Bomboklati. rapist, bombers religions. That they used to fuck and rape children, women, even boys in the asses in these churches, in these mosques, Buddhist and Hinduist centers worldwide. Your colonial masters, they took the original knowledge and power behind that word religion. Comes from your Africa, comes from your black people. They stole it. They now whitewashed it, Arabic washed it, Asiatic washed it to suit their own standard and give them the advantages that they need from it. Then they now brought it back to you black people to enslave you. This is AdoAdora lesson history 101. Let's go there. They brought it back. Like I've said before, they now use it to mentally enslave your forefathers that I've said before. They enslaved, fucked, raped, on trains and everything. It's the same mental slavery, religion, and your technology that they also took from your black people. They now whitewashed it, Arabic washed it, Asiatic washed it, and turned it into modern day pedophilia of pedo-stalking, pedo-raping, pedo-manipulating, pedo-predating, and brought it back to you people as corona pedophilia virus, pandemic pedophilia virus for you blacks to be practicing. The same way your black forefathers' head are in their museums, weeping, which are actually their ancestors, they don't know. They still don't know. The same way your black forefathers' head are weeping in their museums, the same way your heads and your brains are in their are in their computers like microchips. They sit down in their chess table. They tell all of you what to do. They put you on payrolls. They break you down. There are a lot of people who would have never raped nobody on the surface of this earth. With this the same philosophy, they will manipulate them to rape babies. They will manipulate them to fuck dogs. They will manipulate them to eat shit. They will manipulate them to become predators. Then they will not say, you see, if we had not pushed you with this philosophy off of the limit, you would have not known you are not perfect. You can see nobody is perfect on this earth. And you see now, if we had not pushed you, why will you think you have the authority to push a person to become a rapist or a child rapist or a dog fucker? Like, how dare you push people? How dare you think you have the audacity and the power to mentally manipulate people, break them down? You will make them rape and assault babies, fuck dogs and animals, fuck asses, even when they didn't want to fuck asses. Then you will not end up telling them, oh, you see, if we had not pushed you, you would have not known you are also not perfect, because nobody on this earth is actually perfect. I am perfect. Above 20 times rape, sexual abuses, assault since I was 1 year old plus. Till now in my 30s, I have never raped anybody. I have get the fuck off. I have never done anything to anybody evil. And this is what hurts you people, I'm aware. It gives you people pain. That you could not put me anywhere or define me in any way. And then those people that you push with this your evil philosophy to become rapists, predators, molesters, they become traumatized within them that they can't even tell people what you have done to them. This is why I'm happy you chose me, because I will continue to expose you. You traumatize a lot of them so much that they can't even say what you made them do. A lot of them you hold.
Hello?
Hey, don't tell me hello, go and be Arabian and Amond in there. Don't talk to me. I don't talk to strangers. That's Arab and Amond. You make this will you leave my video with your ugly pussy face? They make this motherfuckers. They make this motherfuckers, sorry, make people become molesters and rapists. If somebody did not molest anybody, even if, because when I can understand that when somebody is molested as a child, that trauma and stigma is there. But if the person did not go on to molest another person, why will you want to push that person with your pedophilia technological power to go and make the person molest another person, predate another person, fuck a child, fuck house, or fuck a dog or an animal? As long as that person did not do it on the person's own, the person did not choose to go and do it, means the person has fear, means the person has conscience within them that made them not to do it. But you, pedo human beings, you will not go and push the person, manipulate the person to go and do it. Then you will not say, oh, you see, it's childhood trauma and stigma. You see, they did it to you when you were small. Now you have done it to another person. Fuck you. They didn't do it. You made them do it to another person. You made them repeat the cycle of that pedophilia, not them doing it by themselves. And these people, instead of them standing their ground, I know a lot of people cannot stand their ground like me. This is why I tell you I'm glad you chose me, because I will expose you for myself and also on their behalf, even if I don't give a fuck about nobody. You will push people that were abused as children to abuse other children. Then you will not come and be telling them that, oh, it was your childhood trauma. You see, it's a stigma. Nobody is perfect. If we had not pushed you, you would have not known you are not perfect. Rubbish. As long as that person did not do it, even if the stigma was inside that person, the person was not bold enough to rape any child until you went to use your pedophilia manipulation to push the person to rape. That person did not cause the rape. You men and women, the mechanics, the organizers of this entire philosophy, you are the main rapists. You are the main sexual predators. You are the main successists. You are the ones that need healing. And then you start telling people that people need healing. And you are the ones that are sick. You miserabilize the lives of your victims. You break them into pieces. You take people who were molested as children. You will use your philosophy to turn their head and you will push them to molest other children. Then you will not tell them that, oh, is what happened to you as a child is bound to repeat itself. So we understand that you molested somebody because you were molested as a child as well. Like, what the fuck are you saying? On a normal day, the fear and the trauma inside that person would have never permitted that person to go and molest. Then you will use your technology and your evil power to push the person to do it. Then you will not tell the person, it's understandable. You see, nobody is perfect. Woe betide all of you. Especially you elites. Bomb-ass pussy men that invented this philosophy, supported by fish brain, stupid, shameless women. Woe betide you. Your children, they will travel first class. They will live the most luxurious life on the surface of this earth. They will never know peace. In as much as they will be guided with all securities, they will still be raped and sexually assaulted one way or the other in a very bad way. I want you to know that. Now, let me go back to this history because the video is getting longer again. I don't want this. And another day I will go into those sermons. But in the meantime, know that you are going to suffer. In your history now, listen to me. For those of you that did social studies in Africa, and especially in Nigeria, yeah, when you come to your gods, according to your Igbo traditions, you have gods that they call Chi, and then you have Chuku. Then you have gods in your Yoruba tradition that they call Olong. Then you have what is the other one? Shango Orisha. Okay, are you following me? And then when you go to your Benin, you have Osalobwa, and then you had Oduduwa. Abi, what was his? I don't know the name of the god. See, if you go to Nigeria, I want everybody, because since you're Nigeria is actually what all of you Africans are actually hoping on, that we help you liberate your Africa from your colonial master's land. See, your Africa has never known independence, and as long as you blacks and Africans especially, you have joined your colonial masters, who are your inferior according to nature, to practice this pedophilia of pedo-stalking, pedo-raping, pedo-predating, pedo-listening to people's privacy and life 24 hours a day, it will be very difficult for you to gain freedom, because you have sold your brains to them. They own your brains now, like microchips with their 7G or 5G or 6G. I don't know how many G they have now. They hone your brains in their computer. You sold yourself to them. Nobody puts guns in your head. They didn't do what they did to your black forefathers like they did to them in the past. Nobody puts gun in you black people's head to follow them to practice this philosophy of pedo stalking, pedo manipulating. You agreed to follow them. You blacks worldwide, you agree to practice this philosophy with your white Arabic and Asiatic colonial masters. They didn't obligate you. They didn't put a gun to your head. They didn't put chains in your hand. They didn't hang you on trees. They didn't fuck you as babies inside cages or put you as animals inside cages like they did to your fathers. You had options, but you chose to be slaves all over again to these the same colonizers that enslaved your black four original fathers. This is what gets me angry in the past, but now it keeps me disgusted totally, because I will never permit people to bring anger to me. It's your problem. Oh. This is why I make sure any motherfucker, whether black, white, Arabic, Asiatic, green, any color you call yourself, you come around me with this pedo predating, stalking shit, I make sure I put you in your place directly or indirectly. I don't tolerate that nonsense. You blacks, especially you Nigerians, that before I left your Africa, you raped and molested me with more than 10 times. You will still join them again to practice the same philosophy of pedo raping, pedo stalking, assaulting to me. And then you will want me to see you and think we are the same or want to kick it with you. It will never happen. If your blacks in the diaspora are misbehaving, you original Africans in your so-called gutter motherland should be the one correcting them, not joining them to practice it. Because you see those ones in the diaspora, a lot of them, they are lost. They don't know where their history come from. A lot of them, they don't even know if they are original blacks of that land in the diaspora they live in, or if they came from the slave ship that their colonial master used in shipping them. So they don't know where they come from. But you Africans, you have a village, you have family, you have relatives, you know where you come from. Yet you belittled your original blackness to the level of your colonial masters to follow them to be practicing pedophilia. And you think it's funny. You want to have fun? You doomed human race. Now I'm talking of everybody. You want to have fun. The same way you are having fun pedophiling, pedo-stalking, pedo-manipulating, pedo-using, turning people homeless, useless. You take their jobs, you take their funds, you take their lives when they are not handicapped. They are handicaps who wish to have my hands and my leg, they don't. Then me that have, you want to turn me to handicap. You want to turn my life useless, all because you want your power and your philosophy to be obeyed. You chose the wrong candidates. So I will continue to use you Nigerians. So let me focus on the story. So everybody to your Nigeria, because they are the ones that you believe that are going to liberate your Africa. People that can't liberate themselves. And even what I'm about to say right now, a lot of Nigerians don't know it. Title degree holders, they don't even know what I'm about to explain. But I will try and be very, very easy with it so that you will understand where I'm coming from. So I just told you, in your Igbo, you have Chi and Chukwu, which is the biggest god, and then you have Chi, and then you have other small gods, yeah. And then please follow me. That is your Igbo. Then in your Bini, you have in your Yoruba, you have Oloru, or Babi, and then Eledumare. And then you now have Orisha, Shango, Ogun, and all those things. Then also in Bini language, you have Osa. Then you now also had Ogun, Shango, and all those things. Are you following me? I don't really remember the Hausa people's own, but I also know it's also similar to something like this. But follow me with what I've given you already in your own Nigeria. Okay? If you put this together, does it not tell you that your Christian and Hindu, Buddhist religions and everything, they stole the knowledge from your Africa? They stole everything, they took everything, then they whitewashed it, Arabic washed it, Asiatic washed it, to befit their own lies and their own advantages. They now use less you people's gods. Anthony, they were burning your juju. Your juju now. You use it to kill yourself. You can't even use it to liberate your own selves from your colonial masters. And those of you that say you do fraud, MAGA don't pay, you do juju. Let me tell you, all the fraud that you have done in the whole of Africa, not Nigeria alone, all the fraud that you fraudsters in the entire Africa think you are frauded is not up to a drop of the natural resources that is being milked per day to keep the land of your white Arabic and Asiatic colonial masters running. Their infrastructure and everything that they maintain on a daily basis, their economy and their resources, their stolen wealth, all the money that they call you fraud for. Because I heard a motherfucker saying Nigerians are the biggest fraudster in the whole world. What? Just imagine, this one is not back of pot calling back of kettle black. No, this is fraud itself. You are fraud. It's not, you are not fraudster. You are fraud. The word fraud is you, and you are calling somebody fraudster. I don't know if you are getting me. Imagine fraud itself. You that is the word. It's not like you do fraud. You are fraud yourself. You are calling another person a fraudster. Hello. Hello. Is somebody following me? But I make sure I wash that motherfucker down. Because all the evil that Africa knows, that blacks knows today, these people, they brought it to you and you accepted it. Instead of you to be against them, tell them no, according to nature, this is not right. According to nature, I am your ancestor and I'm telling you it's not right. You shouldn't be doing it. No, instead you blacks, you join them to be doing it. This is why they will never respect you, because they think in their mind, they believe that anything they mechanize together and sell to you as the foolish blacks that you are, like they did to your forefathers, they can continue to do it to you all over again, not knowing that they are even doing it to their own original ancestors according to nature, that even their scientists confirmed. That even their scientists them confirmed. So your religions that they brought back to you after they finished whitewashing, Arabic washing, Asiatic washing it and brought it back to you was actually a knowledge they stole from your own black land and black people. Was actually a knowledge they stole from your own black land and your black people. They stole that knowledge from your black land and your black people. You will never wake up. I don't know how to tell you people more of this. I want to emphasize on it more, but it's too personal. So I'm going to leave this here for you people to emphasize on by yourselves. I gave you little examples with your own gods in your Nigeria. And I know that this also applies to a lot, because the cultures of your entire Africa that was one before was being divided. They divided your own Africa like farmlands. Every season they come to, like I continue to tell you, if they have not killed you people off of your own Africa or off of this head already, it's not because they love you. Until you wake up to teach your white Arabic and Asiatic masters, stand against them and let them wake up from the evil that they do. And let them know that you are their ancestors. And let them know that whatsoever they are doing to you people, blacks, they are doing to themselves, because you are their ancestors, whether they like it or not. Until you stand and start telling them this. Instead of using racist, you are racist. When you call somebody a racist, you are giving them supremacy power. Don't call them racist, call them inferior. Call them inferiors. Call them sick bloodline of inferior, unrepentant devils. They are not racist. Why will you call them racist to make them feel superior to you? That's bullshit. That is why I keep telling people the word racism is overrated, overused, and it doesn't make sense. You people need to be using the right phrases and the right words. And you blacks, until you wake up and start standing your grounds and start making... See, the only people that can save your human race, me now, I've put in my boundaries since March 2023. I dared you people there. You are on punishment for eternity. I'm still telling you, I wait for the power that will change my mind. I've given to human race for 30 years. And I'm tired and I'm done for eternity. And nothing on the surface of this earth, my happiness, my joy, my personal space, my love, my kindness, my everything are still intact, but they all now belong to me alone. If you are looking for anything emotionally, psychologically, anyly, go to your mothers, your born fathers, go to your miserable friends, or you go and use a therapist, or you go and use a therapist. AdoAdora is not available, and I will never be. My happy life, I will enjoy myself to myself for eternity. I don't want stress from you people. You see, even this video I'm doing, I'm not even supposed to drop this knowledge, but I want to wake brains up for them to wake up. Then you colonial masters, bloodline, White-Arabic-Asiatic, that think these black people are actually your inferior. You must know they are your superior. You must know that according to nature, you White, Arabic, and Asiatic, you come from them. You are beneath them. Even if in your society, the blacks are on the bottom chain of your food chain. They are your ancestors, whether you like it or not. Whatsoever you are doing to them, you are doing it to yourself. This is why when someone was saying, don't put your story out there, don't let them know your pain. There is no pain here. Whatsoever you human race have done to me, you did it to yourselves. This is why you have lost me forever. This is why you have lost me for eternity. This is why nothing can change it. Yesterday I popped my champagne and you saw it. I was just in a I couldn't even jump like the way I wished to yesterday. Because the calmness, the joy of me knowing myself. I begged myself for 30-something years not to get to this stage. I beg myself every day for 30 years. AdoAdora, please don't put your boundary. Tolerate them, forgive them, give them benefit continuously until I found out that you were calling me a fool and a people pleaser. Then I put my boundary. You are still manipulating my space. You have made me homeless again. You took my job from me again. You, on top of all the rape and sexual abuse, police 10, 11 police sexual abuses and assault in a place where you say you have so-called human rights. You are still manipulating me again, and you think you are doing it to me. Then later you want to come and ask for forgiveness. You can't ask for forgiveness from me. I can never forgive you. Because karma will deal with you, number one. Number two, all the things you people did to me, you did it to yourselves. You did it to your bloodlines. You did it to your children. It's my turn and karma to sit down. I will just be telling karma activate, and it will go to work for me. This is the season that we are at. This is the same philosophy of pedophilia. I'm sitting here. As I'm here, it's drastically taking place in ways that you cannot even imagine. I've told you people, you will leave your children. Your with uncle, auntie, brother, their grannies, babysitter, neighbors. They will be raped and fucked there by your own fellow sexual predators, rapists roaming everywhere. They will do the same thing to your children. But if you are bold enough, approach me direct. You say you have sexual urges underneath your legs and your mouth is scratching you, you want to use it to do things, you will go and do it with your children. That rubbish pedophilia shit, you will do it to your children. You will do it with your children and your mothers. You can even fuck a dog if you like, I don't give a fuck, or fuck a ass. If you come near me direct, whatsoever you see, you will take it. And if you don't continue to leave my name alone, war, calamity, and agony of rape and sexual abuses will never leave you, your bloodlines, and your generations alone for eternity. In the meantime, the lesson I just gave to you people, start there. Maybe next time, if I feel like, I can give you another lesson on it. But this one that I gave you today, so is already what you did not even merit, you don't merit, but I've given it to you. Use your African God. I know a lot of you did social studies or did history. You don't know what I'm saying. Use your Google. That is if it's still there. You know, they love to cancel everything. For those of you who know about your tradition, your Osa, Osalobwa, then you now have Ogun, then Shango, then in your Igbo you have a Chuku, then you now have a Chi, then you now have the small gods. Then Then in your Yoruba, you have a Ledumare. Then you now have a Orisha. I don't know how it's classified, but you have a Ledumare, Orisha, then Ogun Shango. They stole all these things. This is where you have your Jesus and the Holy Spirit. Orisha. Eledumare, Orisha, Shango. This is where they brought their God the Father, God the Son, God their Holy Spirit from. If you want to take it to the Muslim side, you also have three stuff. They themselves, they also believe in their Allah, and then their Muhammad, and then their prophets. You see, it's a sequence. They stole everything. Then if you go to your Buddhist and Hinduist center, they worship also small gods. They worship objects like you do in your everything come from you blacks. I don't know how to explain this more to you, but with this alone, sit and think about your life. Then if you continue to try me, I want you to know that this divinity is on this earth. I will make sure your entire human race will never know peace, even after I leave the surface of this earth. My name will never be off of the surface of this earth. You will never forget me. This video, when your kids grow up, they will grow up and see it. They will grow up and see this video. So that when war is betiding your human race continuously, they will know where their problem comes from. I've told you people, you will pray for your children, your bloodline, to grow up and not choose evil. Because the day they will know the difference between good and bad. And because a lot of your children, you bring them around to be all rubber, they don't even, a lot of them, I can tell you, they don't know what they are doing mentally. You have psychologically enslaved them to become pedophiles, pedo-predators, pedo-stalkers, like you evil adults. Breeding them. You breed children to be using them to predate other people. You breed children because you want them to take care of you. You breed children because of your selfish wish, not because you love children. Don't leave it there. Is it crying? Is my back crying? You are a fool. Will you do your job and shut the fuck up? As I was saying, you breed children, you evil adults. You breed children for your own selfish reasons. While you have billions of children everywhere with nobody taking care of them. You are still breeding the Lulu. I don't know what you are breeding. But when you're the Lulu, they grow up. And they finally know the difference between good and bad. And they choose to remain to do bad. Their generational karma of rape, sexual abuse, molest, assault will never depart their lives. They will be fucked continuously in their asses and in their mouth for eternity, and my name will remain in their brains. Fuck around and find out. Keep fucking around and finding out.